Yo, 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 y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the Memphis Jelks Show. Peace to everybody out there, man. Peace to everybody out there who watching. I want to start this show off, man, by just saying thank you. Thank you to everybody who been supporting the movement, man. People been buying the t-shirts. People been sharing. And that's the main thing, man. Share, man. Get the word out there. That don't cost you nothing. And I also want to just say salute, you know what I'm saying, to everybody who been subscribing to the website, mr.jelks.com. I'm running a contest for the new Memphis Jelks hoodies. We're going to be like just randomly selecting people. So the way that you sign up is you go to memphisjelks.com/store. Or if you go to memphisjelks.com, just click on the tab that says store and just put your email address in there, man, because we're going to just be randomly picking names and email addresses out of that. And we're going to send you a copy of the Memphis Jelks hoodie. The Memphis Jelks Show hoodie. It's in the workings, man. Everything's in the workings, man. God is good. I want to start it off definitely by saying God is good. And it's just a blessing to be here, man. I'm so thankful and grateful that he's allowed us to reach so many people through this platform. And I'm going to start being a little bit more responsible with this platform moving on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we really got an opportunity here to speak to souls, man. And I like to laugh and joke a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to change, you know what I'm saying? But the overall spirit of the show, I want people to start walking away feeling blessed. Because we all blessed, man. If you woke up this morning, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? If you above ground right now, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance to make changes in your life. If it's anything that you feel like you need to change in your life, you have an opportunity. Do it now before it's too late. Because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. If you're watching on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Hit that share button. If you're watching on YouTube, you know, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're watching on Twitter, retweet. Oh, man, what a week. What a week. It's been a crazy, crazy week once again. I woke up one morning and the pool was green. And I noticed that it was about to do that too. You know what I'm saying? And I had told my wife, I said, I'm going to have to go ahead and shock that pool. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a little algae trying to grow. And if you ever, if you know anybody who, or if you ever owned a pool, if you see any signs of like green, you need to go ahead and like, you know, get rid of it. You know, throw some shock in there, some chlorine or something, or you might have to brush it down and then like do what you call shock. That's all I had to do. But if you let it sit, man, let it sit for like a day or two, it will catch on and then just like go crazy in your pool. You'll wake up one morning and your pool done went from blue to green in the blink of an eye. And that's what I did. I told my wife, I was like, yo, I'm gonna shock the pool. And then I just forgot. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, it's green. So then I ended up having to go to the pool supply store. And then the girl, she walked me through like how to, you know, how to get it to turn back blue. And it worked. So shout out to that girl. It worked. We back blue, but it still ain't clear. So I still got to do a few things to get the cloudiness out of it. But anyway, that's just crazy, man. So if you ever see, you know, some algae trying to grow in your pool, man, go ahead and take care of it, man, because it don't take nothing but a second. And then it's over with. But anyway, that's something that, I just want to share something, about my week. You know what I'm saying? The phone lines are open. Y'all call in and share something about y'all week with us tonight. How y'all week going? You know what I'm saying? What's some of the goals that y'all done set for y'all selves to do? You know what I'm saying? In the near future and in the future. Don't wait to New Year's Eve night and try to and try to make resolutions, man. The time to make resolutions is right now. Make your resolutions, bro. Y'all already know, man, who I got with me tonight.
Drums, please.
Oh,
What's up, man?
oh, is in the building.
What's up, man? I thought you about to extend the right hand of fellowship where you was talking.
I
thought you was
am,
about to ask them
man.
if they want to give their life to Christ.
I'm gonna ask them right now. Do y'all want to give y'all life to Christ? That's the best thing that you can do with your life ever. Trust me.
It is.
If you do, go grab a Bible right now and start reading it and pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And then listen to it too. And don't, do what it's saying to do. Be how it's saying to be. And you'll start seeing things change in your life for the better. It may not happen overnight, but you'll turn around, we'll look around one day and be like, man, it worked.
It sure will. Is
Yo,
there
man,
one?
Man, I'm telling you. Yep. So shout out to Jesus Christ, man. He the GOAT. Yo. Oh, how's the shy?
Man, it's going good, man. Nice warm weather. Big things happening, man. So it's been a good week so far, man. My wife had surgery yesterday. So had a little outpatient arthroscopic surgery. So she recovering. I'm being her nurse, taking care of her,
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, we're praying she gets better soon, man.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yep. What the weather looking like up there?
Man, it's actually still warm. It's like 75. I was shocked because a few weeks ago it was in the 60s. Now it's in the 70s, but it's probably going to come another cold spell and we're going to drop back down to the 60s. Oh, no, surprise. Oh, yeah. Next Thursday, supposed to be back high 68. But yeah, man, so far we're in the 70s. It feel good, man. Still burning that AC right now.
Burning the AC.
Yeah.
That don't sound like it's something that can be done.
Well, you can burn that motor up. You run it too much. I'll tell you that.
Man, you sure can. And they'll be happy to come try to replace it for you for the
Sure
20 G's. that's the little unit. That's the little unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want the real deal, you're gonna be out about 50. Yep, the one that blow the icicles, where you can't even get up in the morning because you froze.
Been blowing snowballs all night long. You like, man, it's cold in here.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Man, it's crazy, man. Yo, this has been a dope week. You know what I'm saying? As far as artists is concerned, though. Tonight's guest is an artist that I've been watching, man, for years. I mean, I've been watching him since he first started rapping. He told me in the green room, he said that I recorded his first single.
What?
Yep.
That's what's up, man.
Yep, I remember it too, because he even told me which studio I had. I done had a few studios, and when he named the studio Autumn Hills, shout out to Autumn Hills in Ripley, man. I said he sure is telling the truth, man, because that was one of my favorite studios. I had tricked out the closet and I put like cushion in the closet, like all on the walls and stuff. Yeah. And then on the ceiling, I cushioned the ceiling. I had like a light hanging from the wall in there. And when you went in that booth, man, you was the truth.
That hot fire, spitting that hot fire in there.
Man, top 5 rappers was Dylan,
and Dylan.
Yo, but I'm proud of this artist, man. I'm watching him and I'm just seeing him evolve. You know what I'm saying? And when I watch this artist, he reminds me a lot of myself. You know, coming out the same area. We both out the same area. You know, we both you know, we both were, you know, aligned with organizations. We started out a little rough around the edges. that's to say the least. That's to say the least. And then we became enlightened.
Yeah.
And we started realizing slowly but surely that the powers that God has blessed us with, we can be just as successful without poisoning the community.
Yeah.
Using the same powers and gifts, and probably even do better and become bigger and better artists than our former selves were. Because I had somebody walk up to me one day and was like, "What made you stop making that gangster music?" I said, "Man, the music I'm making now is even more gangster. Cause I'm out here like I'm putting it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me just rapping to the homies on the block, I'm bringing my message to the whole world now." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's universal. Y'all, that stuff was limiting me. You know what I'm saying? That stuff I was having to dumb myself down to make those kind of records. I'm too smart for that. Why dumb myself down for a bunch of knuckleheads who might shoot me tonight in the club? When I can showcase my positive qualities and showcase what God has blessed me with talent-wise and music-wise for an entire world of people, and enlighten people who gonna welcome me to their stadiums.
Yeah.
Stadiums. I'm not trying to do the Chitlin circuit anymore. I've done that. I did the Chitlin circuit, and I want the artists who come up, you know, under us to be able to kind of, they're gonna have to step their toe in it, but skip that level, man. Skip that if you can. And that's exactly what this artist is doing. He's evolving. He passed that level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have to tell him, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna like it. You're gonna lose some people, but you're gonna gain the right people. Tonight, man, my little brother is on the show, man. I'm so proud of him, man. And we support him to the fullest, man. His movement is called F.S.P, Forever Staying Positive. Man, that's a cold name and a cold movement. And my wife loved the shirt that I bought a shirt from him. I'm about to get some more, but my wife loved that shirt. She said, "Yeah, I like that shirt." I said, "Thank you. I still got a little swag in me." Yo, y'all, I ain't gonna make y'all wait no longer, man. Tonight's guest is the one, the only.
Drums, please.
OG Nick is in the building.
Welcome to the Memphis Jelks Show.
What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling?
Man, we're feeling better now.
Good.
Now that you done came on the show, man, I've been wanting you to come on the show for a while, and just a blessing to have you, bro.
What's up?
I just want to say thank you for joining us, man. I know you busy, man. I know you have a lot going on with the F.S.P movement. You know, you and your wife, y'all have a business that y'all are running and stuff. Man, we appreciate you just taking the time to just come hang out with us tonight on the Memphis Jelks Show, bro.
No doubt.
Word. With that being said, man, how's it going?
Everything is, it's going pretty smooth right now. I just been full-time entrepreneur in it, staying focused on helping uplift the community, staying focused on perfecting my craft as a musician, and just, trying to work on myself as a whole. And me doing that, I know it'll lead to me helping other people want to do better. They say be the change you want to see, so yeah, I've been putting that into practice a lot lately.
Yeah.
That's dope, man, and that's real. I've been noticing a lot of the positive movements and a lot of the positive changes that you're making, not only as an artist and a musician, but as a man. You know what I'm saying? I see you evolving as a young man, and you are looking out for your community, which a lot of people are they just don't want the burden of taking on that responsibility. What would you say would be one of the things that motivates you to embrace your community and want to lift them up?
Just my journey, my childhood, experiencing trauma as a child, experiencing loss, experiencing, anger, experiencing death, experiencing pain, just feeling alone. Just all of these experiences, just they motivate me to help others see it through, because a lot of the times we often don't realize that we're not the only one that's suffering. Sometimes we're not the only one that's going through something. So I realized that oftentimes if we just give a person that spirit, let them know that hey, you're not alone, that it give them a little bit of inspiration to get up and move forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I recorded your first single.
So
Let's go back to the end, man. Let's go back, man. And we want you to tell your story, man. So how old were you when you first, you know what I'm saying, got into doing music?
I was exactly 14, maybe going on 15. And just growing up in Ripley young, not really much to do there in a small town. Just really just started out RTK, Riptown Kings. Me and my guy Mark Glenn, a few more of our little friends growing up, just at the crib really one day, just freestyling on beats. We were freestyling to the what's the one jump, the cube, 1, 2, 3 into the 4. And I was like Mac Nick, G Man or something is at your dough. Just they was like, hey man, you slick and rap, man. We need to do this. And we end up, dropping a little tape. We took it to school and everybody was like, man, okay, y'all hot, y'all hot. We just ran with it. It wasn't something that we just knew we was blessed with. I ain't gonna lie, we didn't wake up one day and was like, oh, I'm blessed with this talent to rap. But
Mm-hmm.
I always had a talent to sing though. Now I grew up singing. My mama made me singing in church. You know how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
but but with the rapping though, it just came to me. And I was like, oh, this me. Cause I knew it was me because I didn't want to stop doing it when I started.
Fire,
You know,
man.
for real. And
Speaking of,
as time went on, just to fast forward a little bit, as time went on, we started so many groups, RTK, American Swag Music, and it was an awesome journey just working with other artists, doing shows, traveling, and just me just experiencing the life of being an artist and a musician so young. I just wish I would have took it more serious then.
that's real, man. That's real.
Yeah.
I remember American Swag Music really well because it was like 1,000 of y'all, man.
For real.
And everybody was dope. And everybody was dope. Everybody had their own style. It was like you, Loco,
Yeah.
P Banks, all P Banks brothers and stuff.
Right. For real.
Yeah, y'all was a man. That was a unit to be messed with. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that man, that movement, whatever became of that movement, like what happened? Because it was like so many of y'all. Y'all was deep.
It's just, I want to say timing and age. I'm gonna blame it on that because it was some personal things that happened, but I can't really just get into all that because we all go through things. So I ain't gonna just put the blame on no one person. We could have held it together, but the main thing that really drew us apart was just we all was getting older, and I guess people start realizing like, well, we ain't made it nowhere, or we ain't really got no deal, or people just they lost the passion for it. So a lot of us just moved on as individual artists, and some of us was just, what they say, like half artists, like just playing around with it, weren't really trying to pursue it seriously. But other than that, though, we still was in communication with each other. It's just we just wasn't American swag music no more, though.
Mm.
That's real. Y'all. So y'all did build like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
I like that, man, because when I used to see y'all, I was like, man, them boys are forced to be messed with, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they keep that
Yeah.
up, they gonna go real far. But you're right though. I also have, been in a group, with my brothers and stuff, and then I know how like you grow up and stuff, and then one of them might move to this city, the other one move to another city. Just
Yeah.
things like that. Babies start popping up out of there. Like, who baby is this?
Mhm.
Is
Out of pocket. Out of pocket.
uh-huh. Yep. And then that's when the real life kick in, jobs and all that stuff. But yeah, but before that though, you know what I'm saying? Take us back, man, to like the school days, man. Was that something that y'all were into? You said that y'all made a tape and took it to school, and then y'all would be bumping the tape. Y'all had everybody at school bumping the tape. Before
Oh
then,
yeah.
was y'all like, because we used to beat on the tables and rap. Was y'all beating on tables and rapping?
Oh
Describe how
yeah.
that was.
Oh yeah. That was like every morning. Like every morning, like in Ripley High School, we had this in the morning before we went to class. Everybody we met in the cafeteria. I don't know why they did that. I guess we was giving teachers time to get settled in or whatever. But we used to always sit in the cafeteria before class and man beat on the table and just freestyle. It was just something fun to do. And a lot of people used to be intimidated, like they ain't want to rap against us. It wasn't a battle or nothing like that. It's just let's freestyle. Let's see what you got if you say you a rapper. So that's what really gave us a lot of awareness, and it brought a lot of attention to us as a group. People was like, man, who is this over here rapping on the tape? You know how it go. You gonna get the attention. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
So yeah, it brought a lot of attention to us in high school. It really slick made us popular in high school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. That's why we did it too. We did it to become popular and get all the girls. That was our main motivation was, to get the girls at the end
Right.
at the end of the day. Yeah, we rapping and beating on tables, but we trying to get some phone numbers as soon as this session over. Yeah.
Middle school too, though. Like middle school too. Like if you want me to go back, like middle school too. Like we've been friends for a long time. Especially me and Mark and another like me and Loco and
Hmm.
me and KD. Like Cordell. Like we really been friends for a long time, man. It had got to a point where it was so deep to us the music. Like we really became a family, and it had got so deep to us to where like man, we didn't want to be without each other. Like I remember 1 year in high school, I left. I moved out my mama's house and, came back to Ripley to be with them. And I told my mama, like, we gonna make it with this music. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe. Like I actually used to believe that much in us. Like I left my mama's house before I had even graduated high school. And she allowed me to because she knew that I was passionate about my dream. But like I say, it's just how it played out in the end. I just wish it was a little better though.
It's all good. It was just one to grow on. It's just one to grow
Yeah,
on. Everything we go through is for a reason and purpose, and it
right.
Yeah.
it gives you fuel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever seen that movie, The Five Heartbeats, where uh
Oh yeah. Classic.
Duck got they got that award, and Duck said that this writer wrote about him, and he said Duck's gonna be a great writer one day. He just has to suffer more.
Mm.
That is true as I don't know what, man.
Right. Right.
You have to go through something to be able to teach other people something.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Testimony.
struggle at your goals and your dreams, and run into roadblocks, jump over hurdles, be told no, no, no before you get one yes. And that one yes might be something small, just a little crack that you're able to just squeeze through. But you able to make a boulder, you know what I'm saying, out of that, once you get in there, you able to make noise, you know what I'm saying, through that one yes out of all them no's. So
Yes.
people need to, man, you know what I'm saying, just realize that, when you're going through things, that's the suffering that he was saying, that Duck needed to go through, and then one day he's gonna that suffering is gonna turn him into a diamond, because it says like it take pressure to make diamonds.
True.
So everything that you go through, man, just embrace it, and it's just cutting you that much more into a diamond. And when it's time to shine, when it's time for you to shine, ain't nobody gonna be able to block that shine, man.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yep. So y'all beating on tables and rapping and getting girls' phone numbers and stuff, man. What kind of equipment? What kind of equipment did y'all use to record that first tape?
Oh man, we was laptop, the little stick microphone from Walmart. We was on sound recorder. It was a sound recorder app on the laptop that was built in. It had 2 effects on there, echo and reverb, and we made it work. And then another thing, you couldn't stop. You had to record the song all the way through. And play the beat from another device.
Oh no, not no! Oh, come on! Tell these youngsters the struggle. Tell these youngsters the struggle. And you young yourself.
Yeah.
Shoot now. They think that this technology ain't been around that long.
Right.
Holding, recording the beat and rapping.
I'm telling you. You needed some funding back in the day if you was gonna come out with an album. Like if you was going to the studio, the real studio, it'd be like, man, $100 an hour.
For real.
Just to be in there. Yep. And I mean, man, you either have to have a hustler behind you, or you have to have a record label. An old guy with a record label gotta put the money behind you.
An investor.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Man, because I had like a hustler who was gonna put the money behind me. And then like the next couple of weeks or something, somebody came up to me and they was like, man, don't you know cuz got popped, man? I was like, no, not my plug.
Dang. Dang, that's tough.
Yeah, man, my plug got popped right when we was finna get ready to really, go ham on the music. It might have happened for a reason though, because mentally I probably wasn't ready for that kind of success. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I would have probably done more damage than good. Oh man, so y'all got the tapes, they circulating and all this stuff. So at what point do you say, you know what, I'm gonna go on and take this seriously?
We took it serious like as soon as people started giving us feedback. Like when we dropped that first project, people started giving us their feedback. It's like, man, I like this. Like y'all actually got talent. We like for real, we just playing on the design. So that's when we started taking it more serious. And what we did was we built the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple years later, it was a closet joint. We found some old equipment, and rigged it up. But we started progressing more and more as we got older, as we got smarter. Oh and man, somebody must have told us about Fruity Loops, the free demo. Oh man, we started making them beats. Man, we was making them beats, staying up all night, writing songs, and it was just a fun experience as a teenager to actually have something to keep you out the streets and keep you out of trouble. Because in Ripley, man, it wasn't nothing to do.
No.
Everybody from Ripley know.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing to do. For real. So it was good to have something to keep me occupied as a teenager,
Yep. And then
I still do music.
Wasn't it? I know you. If you're anything like me, sometimes you sit back and you reminisce and you miss them days, man. Just being, it was just you and your brothers.
Yeah.
And everything, the music sounded so magical then, coming out of Fruity Loops. What y'all was making in Fruity Loops, it sounded like y'all was making magic. And it just, when you look back at that, you be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Those were. We had it so made and we just didn't know it. You didn't have bills. You didn't have responsibilities.
None
It
of
was
that.
just all about the brotherhood and the musicianship and just the we gonna go out to the club tonight and we gonna rap this song when we get there and we gonna turn up and sometimes now when you be in the studio, how do you get your motivation now? Because I know that was like one of our main motivational things was just our brotherhood and just being in the studio together and stuff. Like how does OG Nick now build up the motivation in himself, minus having all the brothers around when you in the studio?
It's just now when I write a song, I really try to capture a moment with the people to enlighten them on a situation that's going on in the world, or
Mm.
to just shed a little light on, motivation. Like I try to reach the people in a way to where it's not just something they can nod their head to, but something that when they hear the song, they can actually feel it and relate to it and say, "Man, I thought I was the only one, but I see I'm not."
Yeah.
So that's what brings a person back to you. It connects them to you. It makes them want to hear more from you. So my motivation is just using empathy, understanding people, understanding life and the world around me, and putting it in my music and showing people that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to we all human. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just
Yep.
a down to earth, realistic guy. Like I'm not gonna get in no music and lie to the people or persuade them to do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm literally trying to make real music again.
Yeah.
And I hear it too. I hear it in the growth of your music. I hear it, man, in like the messages that you're putting forth and stuff. You're not preaching either. Like you're making it like the music is dope. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a rough thing to do, man. How do you cope with, still making the music dope? Because at the end of the day, like Outkast said, if they don't move their feet, then we don't eat.
Straight up.
I'm gonna use that too, by the way. But yeah. But nah, but for real, it's the artistry is just what I do is I blend a little bit of they culture with what I was taught from my parents, the elders. And I listen to a lot of older music too, like Al Green and Willie Hutch. And one thing they did back in the day, they always told a story. So it's gonna make you listen to the song because you want to get to the end of the story.
Yeah.
So I try to use that storytelling and add a little bit of what's going on right now in the world to it. And that's what makes it, more hip to them. Because I can get on the song and preach, like you said, all day, but they want to hear something that got a little kick to it, a little bounce, a little something they can move to. So yeah, I just incorporate those two things, and they usually give me a good outcome. You know.
Dope, dope. So what was one of your biggest struggles of kind of getting into that mode? You know what I'm saying? As far as like I said, that you kind of pivoted and took a 180 and did like a 180. You know what I'm saying? What was one of the struggles of we were making like super secular music. I was the same way, just super secular. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they talking about, I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you know what? I'm a one up them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they did one thing destructive, I'm gonna talk about 5 things I did destructive, fool. Now what? I'm gonna step your game up. Let's destroy this junk. If we're gonna destroy it, let's do it. Let's do it the right way. But but when you decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a 180. You know what I'm saying? Instead of destroying, I'm gonna build. What was some of the struggles that came along with that? Because you can't just overnight. That don't happen overnight. That's something that you had to evolve into.
So before you answer that, answer this one into that. What made you want to do the 180?
It was honestly, I woke up. I started. Well, let me be more honest and more, just like just real. The organization, growth and development. I started studying my literature more, and it made me a man. I started realizing like we are being programmed to kill each other. We are being programmed to hate each other. We are being like they are literally the music. One, it was more than just nodding your head or dancing. It was really persuading us to go out and kill another person. And once I woke up at an early age and realized like, oh, we being tricked. That's when I did the 180 because I'm like, man, I got to get on it now because if I don't, ain't nobody gonna see it. I took it so personal. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to calm down too though, because I was really on it at first, like for real. Like I was mad, like, man, how people been done so wrong. Don't nobody see what's going on. Let me put it in my music. So I had to, you know, tone it down a bit and try to keep it more professional. But yeah, that's what made me do it, bro. I woke up, I got enlightened.
man, I laugh because I went through the exact same thing. Like when you first wake up and you learn what's happening and that you're being played as a pawn in somebody else's game, you be pissed. You want to hurry up and make 100 songs about it, like and just shove it down in people's ears, like, you know what I'm saying? But and then, like you said, but you managed to calm down and take a breather and say, I gotta strategically do this.
Yeah.
And I see now you're moving strategically now. But at first you was probably like, black,
fight
black,
power.
black, I'm black, black, I'm blackity black, the blackity black. You gotta, yep. I was like that. I just started man, like you said, I was so mad. I just wanted to just every song that I made, I wanted to just wake people up, wake up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a way that you gotta strategically do it, and I'm seeing that you're doing that. That's why I say that you're evolving, and keep keep learning and stuff, man. I see that you represent knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and like reading books and stuff like that too. That has helped me out since the pandemic. I just got that Audible app, and I just started getting all the books that I feel like, you know, that's knowledge that I need to know. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I need to have in my mind that can self-help books. Really, you know what I'm saying? I read a lot of like self-help stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, learning that stuff, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna fill my head up with all this knowledge, and then when I come back, you know, as mr.jelks, I'm gonna do my second album. I'm going to like just regurgitate all this knowledge on it. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Let it out.
Yeah, but now, you know, but I'm glad I haven't done that yet. You know, I'm strategically moving, and when I do it, I don't want to just be like an encyclopedia. You just turn it on and you just hearing from A to Z all this information. I want to make it entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see that you're doing. You know, you're making it entertaining. You're not just saying a whole bunch of information. You know what I'm saying? Because people they won't be able to relate to that.
True.
But I want to get into your video, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to show people what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They hear us, but let's show them what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Can you introduce this video, man? It's the Crown Bossology self-deal video. Kind of give us a little bit of background on the song and the video.
Okay, so self-deal. The title is basically like, me and my brother, we was talking one day and we was like, man, you know, a lot of people think that getting signed is the way out, when really it's not. It's just a loan, and you have to pay it back. So I was like, let me incorporate this lesson into a song, and that's what it became. It became me. If you once he played the video, you will see that idea spent into me saying, okay, let me take the So Fresh and So Clean beat and put a spin to it, because people gonna automatically think I'm finna talk about drip or rapping being fresh. So I spent it on them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead and play it though, so they can see what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it, man. OG Mac Nick featuring Crown Bossology, self-deal, live performance. Let's go.
I said all this, the whole world around what's going on around here. You can't see they call it. So fresh and so clean. You can't see. Hey, what it do, girl? From the top we can see it, man. You can be the freshest nigga in the room. That don't make you real. Anybody can be cool. Ooh, Can't let these niggas play me like no fool. OG nigga gon' take that ass to school. You be the freshest nigga in the room. That don't make you real. Anybody can be cool. Can't let these niggas play me like no fool. OG nigga gon' take that ass to school. Educate the people, wake them up. We stuck in a system that's corrupt. Educate the people, wake them up. We stuck in a system that's corrupt. Going broke on designer, trying to impress your friends. Ain't really got much to spend, but you still gon' pretend. In the club popping bottles, but struggling to pay your rent. Social media your model, that's the world we living in. Gotta snap up a picture, just to post on the book. Constant in the mirror, trying to check out how you look. Fuck it, just be yourself. Fuck it, create your own style. I ain't got no filter, like fuck a black and mild. Say what I wanna say, do what I wanna do. All the motion come from hard work. We don't pay for views, no, we don't pay for likes, no, we don't pay for streams. And the industry ain't what it seems. Check behind the scenes, you a puppet to the label now. You can't chase your dreams, hate you sign, really you on out. Hide behind them screens, once you in, it's hard to get out, cause they own you. But if they put $1 million in your face, what you gon' do? You can be the freshest nigga in the room. That don't make you real, anybody can be cool. Ooh, can't let these niggas play me like no fool. Ooh, OG nigga gon' take their ass to school. Ooh, educate the people, wake them up, We stuck in a system that's corrupt, Educate the people, wake them up, We stuck in a system that's corrupt, Educate the people, wake them up, That's corrupt, Wake them up, Stuck in a system that's corrupt,
You look in the mirror, what you looking at? Are you soul searching or trying to straighten your fitted hat? You the lipstick worker, are you insecure about that? You feel about? Do you think you fresher than the next super flex? The whole time, shit, you need to have your own mind. And if you had it, then you wouldn't be chasing carrots, silly rabbit. Don't mind me, cause I'ma speak my own mind. And ain't no label gonna turn a conscious man into a savage. Been there, done that, been where no guns at. When nobody fresh, we was just trying to make it through the test. Nevertheless, independent this, independent that. How the fuck you independent with a team behind your back? What point is that? When you ain't speaking facts, no point of return. It's the gangsta and the Mac. We halfway there, ain't no way we turn it back. We halfway there, ain't no way we turn it back.
You can be the freshest nigga in the room. That don't make you real, anybody can be cool. Ooh, can't let these niggas play me like no fool. Ooh, OG nigga gon' take their ass to school. Ooh, educate the people, wake them up, We stuck in a system that's corrupt, Educate the people, wake them up, We stuck in a system that's corrupt,
Drums, please.
Me and these stupid buttons, man. Yo, that was lit. That was super duper lit, man.
That
Shout
was.
out to that, man.
That was.
Who made that beat, man? That beat slamming.
Hey, YouTube producer, shout out to him.
Man, that thing go in, man. Y'all, you snapped to that jump too. And I noticed the mural in the back too, man. That's dope. Did you select that mural or?
Yes, I did. I'm glad you observed that, brother.
Because when you say we stuck in a system that's corrupt, and then
Yes,
the
sir.
mural that you're in front of,
Yes, sir.
that's classic, man. That's art.
Yeah.
That's what true art is, man. It's the visuals, it's the music, it's the lyrics, it's the dances. You know, hip hop is what, break dancing, art, and graffiti. Break dancing, graffiti, and MCing.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Yep, and that's all three, man. You put all three in the mix. That's cold, man. So, like, what was the motivation behind you writing that song?
Just like I said, it's just I'm trying to inspire people to see, like, you don't have to go through them. Like, you don't have to get a record deal to be a well-known artist. It's so many independent artists who doing their thing and they done made it very far and they very successful. You just got to do your research and you have to do the work. You have to do your own marketing, do your own promotion. Like I said in the song, You know, you buying all this designer and you buying all these bottles trying to look rich, but you really broke. You know what I'm saying? When you really
Yep.
should be invested, you really should be investing in studio time, marketing, you know, beats, you know, spend your money wisely and you will get to where you're trying to get to and stop trying to look like an artist and be an artist. You know, that was the motivation behind it, you know.
Yep. Man, that's fire. I want you to, man, I know you done did your research on this too. And there's not no right or wrong answer to this.
Yeah.
We all, this is something that we could have a whole nother podcast about. And what I want to know is, from the research that you've done, what's the motivation of these labels to continuously come into our neighborhoods, get the lowest of the low of us, and then put millions of dollars behind them? And when you got dope artists like OG Nick out here, you know what I'm saying, Crown Bossology, you know what I'm saying, the Virgos Memphiascos of the world and stuff. What in your research that you've done, what is the motivation behind that for them?
It's all about money. The people who sit at the top, the powers that be, like, to us it's oh so sad, but to them it's just a money thing. So I can break it down to you real fast. They push a narrative that stirs up crime. Crime leads to jail time. Jail time leads to them getting paid and filling the prisons up. Now, in our behalf, it's more of a, we need to get out here and get involved and change the narrative, and maybe we can stop some of that. But on their behalf, it's like, hey, let's go sign more of them. If they want to rap about drill music, hey, go get them. The one that's rapping about killing and wearing ski masks and calling themselves demons, go get them. And them the ones we gonna keep pushing, because we want them to just keep going in the same pattern. Just let's keep getting us rich, you know. So it's just a money making machine for them, you know what I'm saying? So until we change the narrative and reverse it, we got a problem on our hands.
Do you think with the takedown of certain groups and stuff, like, let's say, just for instance, I don't want to just pick on anybody, but we just saw this YSL case play out, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta, where they took a multi-million-dollar group, threw them all in jail. A lot of them turned around and told and snitched on each other and stuff, you know, so they could get out and stuff. Right. Now you got them spreading rumors and they trying to say the leader, you know, the leader of the group, they trying to say he's a snitch and stuff. With the way that all of this stuff is playing out, you know, you got the Chicago guys. I think they accusing Lil Durk of things and all this stuff. Do you think that this playing out, the way that it's playing out in real time on the internet, is going to create a change to where people see, like, man, like, that's where that's where it leads to it, you know what I'm saying? Because we're seeing, like, what the type of rap, like the drill rap and all that kind of stuff, we're seeing it play out in real time where you're ultimately going to end up. You see it with, like, the little 6ix9ine dude. You know, at one point, you know, every time he turned his IG on, he got 100 million views. Do you think that this is going to change like some of the youth's perspective of street culture and where it leads to? And maybe some of them may say, you know what, I'm not going down that route because I see what it does to people, and look at how it took down this one and took down that one. Do you think it's going to create any change? And if so, kind of explain, you know, what you think the shift is going to be.
Okay, yeah, I do see change, and I know a shift is going to happen. It's really inevitable because just on a spiritual tip, it's like our people just waking up. You know, we coming into that phase to where we starting to realize, like, man, what's really working for us? What's really gonna work for me? And a lot of people slowly but surely, like you said, they coming into that phase of, okay, I've been lost. I've been programmed. I need help. I'm stuck. And just that point right there will make you pivot. Cause I was at that point where I was like, okay, what do I do now? When all the guns play out, when all the trapping play out, when all the negative lifestyle play out, okay, where do you go now? You know, so I do know that it will change, but the I just wish it was a faster pace. And I'm trying to see how we could implement more strategies to educate them in ways. But right now, I know music is one of the ways that definitely will reach them.
I
Honestly.
totally agree. I totally agree. And people, man, like they're fickle. Like when I first started my journey, you know, of fighting the power or whatever you want to say it is, um, they'll people in your face, they'll tell you, man, I want to hear more positive music. You know what I'm saying? You know, this and that. But then if you get in the car with them, they playing the lowest of the low.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like so it's like people know that some of the stuff that they're listening to is not the way. But I guess, you know, I guess just human nature. I guess we just enjoy things that we're not supposed to. I guess it's the thrill of, like, you know, listening to something that you ain't supposed to listen to, or watching something that you know you ain't supposed to watch. I guess
Right.
you get some kind of thrill out of it.
Yeah.
My camera done tripped out on me.
Damn, that's crazy.
But what are your thoughts about people who do that? Like, I mean, not just the people who do it, but just how society is. Why does society say one thing, but then they go out there and support another?
For one, it's them frequencies. Like them beats get us. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand how psychological and how deep music really is. A lot of the times the words get you. But it just those beats be so low vibrational and that bass and all those instruments get to hitting together, and on top of the messages they put into the music, it's like it hypnotizes you. Like a song might say like get in the car, going slide, get in the car, going slide. If his song said like repeated enough and you hear it enough, you're gonna be like, oh, get in the car, going slide. Okay, get in the car, going slide. It's gonna become more than a song. You're gonna get in the car and going slide. You
Yep.
know, and this is a proven fact. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you give your attention to, that's what your reality becomes, you know? And I witnessed it firsthand. Cause when I listen to Young Boy, sometimes it make me want to go, you know what I'm saying? Go get
Yeah.
on that.
Yep.
But then I put on that Isley Brothers and I realized like, yeah, summer breeze makes me feel fine. Oh, and you know what I'm saying? Like music,
Yep.
that vibe. It be that vibe, man. And that's what brings them back to the negative essence, because they like that, like you said, that adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man. It's kind of crazy game that they play with us.
It is, man. I love doing shows, and then, you know, a group or somebody go on before me, and they talking all that crazy talk and all that, man. And I know that I'm about to come out here and just murder their ass.
Yeah, with straight
Because
positivity.
what I'm about to say, yeah, what I'm about to say actually means it means something. And there's been numerous times where when I get off stage, people come to me and be like, man, I love your message. I love your positivity, man. You keep going, because, man, your music, it touched me in a totally different way than you know, the rah stuff. So that be motivation, man, to keep going. And I'm telling you, you should keep going too. You know what I'm saying? Like on the path that you're on, because it's gonna be tempting to go back when you seeing the world praise that stuff, and then you from it. You ain't no stranger to the hood.
Right.
You ain't no stranger to the block. You know what I'm saying? You on this mission because you choose to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you could easily be over there with you know, with the shit.
Yeah.
Easily. It's actually harder the way that you're going than it is to even just fall in line and do as the Romans do. You
Yeah.
saying fuck the Romans.
For real though.
I'm gonna do what I do, whether they like it or not, and I'm gonna do it on my time, you know, in my way. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't gonna like it, but I don't care. You're this brave. I gotta commend you for what you're doing, man. You're brave, man. Salute to you. You gotta keep going, bro.
For sure.
Don't let people pull you back. Don't let money, you know what I'm saying, pull you back. You know what I'm saying? Because you, like I said, you're gonna be seeing people get paid, but then let a few years go by and watch some of the things that end up happening either to them or to people that they love because they're driving this certain narrative or putting on this certain persona. I always say, man, what you put out is what you're going to get back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I rap right now about being the kingpin of Ripley and I got all my young shooters out here shooting niggas and don't nobody want to fuck with Jay Smooth or else you're going to die. Then when I do a show, the people who come to my show, they all are like that. They the same way. You know what I'm saying? They all like, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with us or you'll die. That's why we at this show. And then all of a sudden, you know, somebody step on somebody's new Jordan or something in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And they about to air that joint out. You know what I'm saying? Because I done brought together all these people who think this negative stuff that I'm putting out. I done brought them all together. Now, if I'm putting out positivity, you know what I'm saying, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and still doing it in a dope way, guess who's gonna be at my show then?
That energy.
People with knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We putting stuff out in a good way. You know, we get together. If you step on they Jordan, they might say, you know, you good. You know, I'll just wipe it off. You know.
Yeah.
So you gotta choose the world that you're creating around you.
100.
And that's why you're keeping it 1,000. The F.S.P movement, forever staying positive, man, that's a movement. I don't know if you know how powerful that is. Do you understand the power behind what your brand and your movement? And tell us about how you came up with your brand, the name of it, the look of it. I love like the colors and stuff that you put into your logos and stuff. Give us a little bit of. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I'm going to pull up the website and give us some background on Forever Staying Positive movement.
Okay, so you know, my motivation to really start F.S.P came from I was young and I was just going through so much, and it was just all negative. And it was like, you know, growing up in the hood, it's like that's all you hear all day is negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I can break it down. I can break it down into detail. It go from, you know, the alcoholic parents to you arguing with your siblings to you fighting in school, you trying to, you know, make a way on your own, growing up in the hood, you know. And it's just like I was just so surrounded by negativity. And one day I said, you know what? From now on, I'm just gonna just stay positive forever. Like no matter what happened in life, because I started telling myself like what they say, shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And how you let it affect you, that's the only thing that matter though. So I was like, no matter what, I'm gonna just stay positive forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's motivation. Yeah, it's motivation every day. You know, when I wake up, you know, it's more than just my organization. It's something. It's like an affirmation, like to remind me that I promised myself that I was gonna forever stay positive. You know what I'm saying? So and I just encourage people to do the same. It's powerful.
So did you write it down? Did you write down like F.S.P?
At first it was like I pivoted a little bit because at first it was forever staying positive and forever stacking paper. You know what I'm saying? It was like more for the music tip. And then I started realizing like, okay, the money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's cool, you know, forever stacking paper, like all this cool, but it just wasn't appeasing to the people. People start being more attracted to forever staying positive because it got a real message. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't about money, because what if you got a pocket full of money on a deserted island? You can't eat money. You're just gonna be sitting there hungry. So if you got a positive attitude though on that deserted island, you're gonna try to figure out a way to survive. So I started just figuring out ways to push that more. You know what I'm saying? I had to pivot a little bit.
You did the right thing, man. You made the right decision because the
Yeah.
brand is like it's super real and it can reach from here to Mars. Like, I mean, it's universal. The brand is universal. About the logo, did you design it yourself, or how did you come up with the logo?
The smiley face logo, I designed that with myself, but the Forever Stand Positive with me and the kid, my guy KD the Roster Cordell, he did that one for me. He pretty dope with the apps, with producing those logos. And then nowadays we got so much technology that you can almost pretty much put a picture of yourself and turn it into a cartoon or a logo. So yeah, he helped me out with that a lot. And when he sent it to me, I was like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it wasn't gonna be a logo. He sent it to me and was like, hey, what you think about this? I was like, that's gonna be on my next shirt. Yeah, people started liking it.
It's dope, man. It's dope as heck. The crazy part about it is I had some shoes with different colors in them, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't got nothing that'll go with these shoes. They were just in the closet, man. And then I saw OG Nick promoting his brand online on Facebook or something one day, and then I reached out to him, about supporting his brand. And he met me with the brand and everything. And then I copped one. And man, when I got to the crib, man, I walked in that closet and I saw them shoes and I held that shirt up to them shoes. Man, they matched like perfectly, man. I was like, finally. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. That. Yes. So man, like I said, now I'm forever staying positive, man, for real. I be rocking that shirt, man. You're gonna see me like in some videos or some kind of some posts and stuff with that shirt on, man, because I represent the person who made the shirt, and I represent the logo and the movement, the logo, the person who made it. It's a movement, man. And I've been seeing on Facebook, man, where a lot of people have been supporting it too, have been supporting your movement. I want to show people some of it, man. And I want to show some pictures of you and your wife's some things from you and your wife's business also.
Oh yeah.
And we can get into that. Say it again for the ones in the back.
Yeah, it's called Afro Joy Tasty Treats. Some of the best gourmet cookies and cakes in the city. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is try it out. No bad reviews yet. You know what I'm saying? For real.
So what all do y'all make?
We got a banana pudding cookie. We got a red velvet banana pudding cookie. We just dropped a new flavor, a fruity pebble explosion cookie. Yeah. I mean, you name it, she'll do it. But we do got flavor. We got the lemon Oreo bliss. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. we got some junks. We got some junks. And one of her best sellers that she sold out with on like in the beginning was her little loaf cakes called the strawberry crunch. Man, I'm gonna have to, man. One day, if I can, I'm gonna have to let y'all try one, man. Y'all I can't even really just talk about it. I'm just gonna have to let y'all see. For real.
So what got y'all started into that? What got y'all started into baking? Is this a passion she had, or?
Yeah, she always have had the passion to bake. She just needed that drive, that motivation to, somebody to push her to go and get out there and do it. You know how we all just need that little push sometimes.
Yeah.
She was always baking stuff for me to try out and taste, and I was like, yeah, you might well go and sell this.
Sell that.
Man, that looks good right there. That's the new fruity pebble explosion. Ooh. That looks fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's scroll through. We got somebody supporting the movement right here.
Oh yeah.
So y'all do pop-up shops, or how y'all take orders? How can people get order from y'all?
With the cookies and the cakes, or you just talking about just shirts?
Just the cookies and cake.
We ain't got nothing set up online yet to where it'll go to other cities, but locally though, you know what I'm saying? People just directly call us or inbox us, and we'll have their order ready for them. And we do be doing pop-up shops too. We finna start hosting our own as well. You know.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
are you selling your clothing online, or are you selling that in person and online too?
In person and online. I just started my Etsy shop maybe 2 days ago.
Nice.
Because I realized that it's time for me to, go and take it to the next level.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we start our ideas in the basement, and
Right.
sometimes those ideas, they get to a point to where it's like, yeah, this probably shouldn't be in the basement anymore. This probably should be out loud now.
For sure.
So it's definitely good to see you expand. Young black brother with a business, with a movement, got a passion behind it, man. You should, put that out front so people can see what you got going on. And can see, the type of movement and the type of effect you're trying to have on the community. Now that, my friend, that looks good right there.
Man, doesn't it, bro?
Yeah, I love them joints.
That looks good right there, man.
I ate all them joints in one night. She woke up, she was like, "Babe, did you eat all them lemon cookies?" I was like, "Yeah, they won for inventory." Was it? She was like, "Nah, I'm just asking." Look, I was like, I feel bad for a minute. That's the best seller right there, though.
That's banana pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That
those
look
look
good
delicious
too, man.
Yeah.
How
Y'all
do you
got
say
me.
where do we go to get the brand, to get the brand?
Just contact me directly, and we're gonna bake them fresh for you. And if you want them delivered, we're gonna bring them to you. If you want to pull up, you can come get them. We hands on right now until we can expand even more. But right now, we just dealing with our customer directly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. That'll
Have you
help us build some relationships.
Y'all started social media for it or no? Y'all start y'all own social media page for it?
Yeah, that's the next step. Yep, we finna get ready to do that now.
Yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, I was finna ask the same thing, because
and that product looked too quality not to have its own social media thing going, man.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
You're right.
So we can see
I'm
it, man.
gonna get on it though.
Yeah, I'm serious, man, because that's one of the things that I found out in my little research. That's one of the things that people really look at on social media. Food content is a big one that they like.
Facts.
They like watching the process of people making the cookies or making the food, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just looking at it as, take advantage of the whole platform, try to see if they can pay you along with you selling your products, so you can get a double whammy, right? Get paid from the platform and get paid from people buying your products, because that's one of the bigger contents that people consume on social media, especially Instagram. I know a lot of people on there who, man, their content is blown up with the cooking portion.
For sure. You right though.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Get paid on the both ends.
Man, and it's free, right? It's just the app. It's just recording the video. And I think a lot of people think, I got to go out and buy all this fancy stuff. No, you don't. Take that iPhone, take that. Unfortunately, if you got a Samsung, you can take that too. Take that, man, record some videos, do some cuts, some edits, man, and post that stuff, man. It ain't got to be perfect, man. You just got to put it on there, man. I got a sister-in-law or a sister. I typically don't like to use the in-law word, but I got a little sister, man. I've been encouraging her, man. She cold on the videos, man. She make them things and she can edit and cut them up, dog. She can kill it on there. All she got to do is just consistently do it, man.
Right.
They'll be paying her, like she'll be making money off the platform. So, it's free. Why not take a stab at it? Why not take a shot at it?
Facts. Definitely.
Yep. And then as an artist too, it would be dope if you feature on there sometime. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to see your personality these days, man. People when it comes to music, I tell people a lot, like they don't just, they want to like you as a person these days. If they like you as a person, then they're gonna rock with your music automatically because they rock with you as a person.
True.
So any opportunities you got, that where you can, that's one of the reasons why I started this platform, but then it ended up growing into something bigger and better than what I intentionally, did it for. what I intentionally started this platform for was we were in a meeting with my label, and then we were just talking about different things that we probably need to start doing. If we have any different talents outside of doing music, we need to, start adding those to our repertoire.
Yes, sir.
Like maybe write a book, right? You could write a book. It even came up like to like when you come out with a CD or an album or an EP or something, actually write a book to it too and sell it as like a book CD where it's like you got a book, but then the CD is the soundtrack to the book. So what that does is it expands your title. Now you're known as author OG Nick. Now you're a book author.
Right.
And you're a musician and this and that. So if you may want to get into public speaking, and then they're going to say, well, what do you do? Well, I'm an author. First, you see what I'm saying? Now they're already looking at you. They're already looking at you like, man, he must be intelligent because he's an author. He has a book out. Right. I'm an author. I'm a musician. And then you can list your credentials from then on. Me and my wife got a show, a cooking show, and then she's, we own a company, a baking company. Just adding to your portfolio, because they say like every millionaire has at least like 7 sources of income.
True.
So just keep on expanding your sources of income. You could be a public speaker because you know how to talk. You a motivational. You a motivational person. You can use that to become a speaker, a motivational speaker, because you're already doing that. You are already motivating people with your video content and stuff that you post online and stuff. So I mean that's gonna come naturally to you, and the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it.
No doubt.
Like, then you got your music. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of first and foremost. That's who we married first. We all married. Well, us artists, we married music first. That's like your, man. The bottom, the bottom B. Sometimes we treat her like the side B. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we always come back to her though and make up for it though. Get back in the yo and cook up something, and she'll be all right. Anyway, just throwing ideas out there to not only you but to anybody who's watching who has dreams and aspirations, that we don't have to put all of our eggs in one basket. A lot of times, if you're good at one thing, it trickles over automatically into other things. Like I said, you're already making positive motivational content. So if you were to, write up a resume or a public speaking resume, and then like start going to some of these colleges and stuff, or just find out, you don't even have to go there anymore. Go online and find out which colleges and stuff be paying people to come speak to their students and stuff. And then email the person your portfolio. I'm my name OG Nick. I'm an author. First you got to write that book. I don't care if the book 5 pages. You wrote it and you published it, and now you're an author.
Yeah, I got a book out. It's a book of poems.
See, there it is. So you already an author. So you need to go ahead and you need to start embrace that, that title, because that title can open up some doors. It can open up more doors than saying we some artists, recording artists. Because a lot of people now are recording artists. But who walking in there saying I'm an author, recording artist? My wife and I own a company, a baking company. I'm a content creator. I make positive, motivational content. Those all that stuff's gonna get you in the door. That's just others. All of them are different sources of income, which could lead to you making a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? If you just stay at it. Yep. But people, man, y'all call in, you know what I'm saying? The number on the screen, 901-410-0123, man. We'd love to hear from y'all, man. We got OG Mac Nick in the building. OG Nick in the building.
Yeah, man, you know.
It's an honor and a blessing.
For sure. Yeah, I be wanting to tell people too, like, you know, like in the beginning when I was, you know, going through my enlightening phase, like when I seen you with the Memphis Jelks show, with the whole movement in the beginning, you inspired me. A lot of people ain't gonna tell you that. You inspire a lot of people, bro, that might not never tell you, bro. But like for real, bro, like you inspired me. So I know you inspired a lot of these youngers around here who just don't want to just come up to you and tell you, but they watching, bro. So keep doing what you're doing too, Smooth. For real, bro. I respect it, bro. 100.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And when I say brother, I mean I look at you as a real brother, a real
for sure.
like
You know how
younger
we go,
brother.
bro.
Yeah, because we family. Yeah, because Shan Dog, we the meal squad. Me, Shan Dog, Scony, Ball, Kilo. You know, we the OGs, and then y'all come up under us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't consider y'all. I don't like the word. I don't consider y'all YNs though.
We YBs, young brothers. Like we can just
exactly.
say it like that.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something. We gotta come up with a new name, man, because they done embrace that YN too doggone much, man.
Right. They say y'all you a
Yep. Yeah, I love that though. Call because Unk's out the way. I'm Unk's be out the way. I love that. You know, you ain't just gonna shoot at no Unk too quick. He just, you know, let Unk go. Then Unk ain't got shit to do with it. Y'all hold up, y'all. I'll be gone in 5 minutes, and y'all can start back shooting, nigga.
Like, y'all give me a second, man. Let me get up out of here.
Yeah, but yeah, we gotta come. I was thinking, man, like when I first started hearing that term YN, man, I was like, man, why don't they like one letter off? Why don't they call it YMs?
Right.
Young men.
Right.
It still got the same ring to it.
Yeah.
You can be a YM. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Let's do that, man. Let's make a song. That's our song right there. That's our song right there, OG. We're gonna make a song. Let's make a song called YMs.
So get the beat ready. You know, I'm with it.
Something about YM. We're gonna make it cool to be a YM.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real though. That'll go viral.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh man. Y'all make sure y'all go to Etsy.com shop F.S.P movement, man. And get y'all some of this dope fly merch.
Oh yeah, check me out. I got more dropping soon. I got new designs coming soon. Everything. Just stay tuned.
What do you want people to take away? What's the message that you want people to take away from this interview? Because I know we can't fit everything into 1 hour. We can talk about so many things, you know what I'm saying? Especially by you being younger and you being in a different generation and stuff, you know. We could just talk about like the differences in the generations and stuff, you know, and like what y'all had to go through versus what we had to go through, what the YMs are going through.
Right.
But what's like one of the main key takeaways, you know what I'm saying, that you would like people to leave with when they leave this interview?
I would just want to say, F.S.P, one of our slogans is, we don't just say love, we show love. And the reason why I say that is because I want people to understand that when you show love, it means so much more than you talking about it. And when you show a person love, it entices them to want to show you love back. And when you speak on the good qualities of a person, watch how fast they embrace the good qualities you have. Like, we have to learn how to stop always being so negative and down on each other so much. And I want y'all to remember, like, don't just say love, show love. And you gonna, like Smooth said, you gonna receive it back because you get out what you put in. So take that with y'all today. Don't just say love, show love. Show love more than you say it. And watch. And just watch. Watch how your life change. Thank me later.
That's real, man.
Yeah.
Man, my camera is tripping tonight. It has done this
Giving you
before.
trouble
I don't
tonight.
know. You know what? I took it somewhere. I took it off the stand and took it somewhere, and then now I brought it back today and put it on here. You know, every time you when you move something,
Yeah.
you lose something.
Yeah.
I
I'm glad
remember
they
it has
set it
done
off.
this before.
Yeah.
I got to figure out why it's doing it, but it's done this before. Um, and it made me forget what I was finna say.
Right.
It was something that you just said that struck an idea in my head.
When I was saying we don't just say love, we show love.
Yep. Man, it was something on the tip. Man, I had an idea. When my camera went off, it threw me.
It'll come back to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll come back. I do want to, you know what I'm saying, like build off what you just said about showing love, you know what I'm saying, to receive love. You know what I'm saying? That's
Facts.
something that's major, and sometimes it's gonna be hard to do. It like because a lot of people, like you said earlier, they come from families who have like issues with drugs and alcohol, and some of them molestation, a lot of stuff that don't get talked about in our community, and poverty, and then you got mental things, mental stress that some people go through. We all go through mental stress. It's just how you handle it is determining whether or not, you know what I'm saying, you're capable of, you know, moving around in this society the right way.
Right.
But with all that being said, you know what I'm saying, how can we reach people like that? How can we reach people who they can look at a OG Nick, or they can look at a O and they can say, that's easy for y'all to say. I mean, because, you know, OG Nick, shoot, you know, you got your music, you got your books, you got this and that, your content, your shows, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy for you to say. And then, it's easy for you to say, you know what I'm saying? You done been to college, and you this and that, you know what I'm saying? What could we say to those people to try to inspire them to make it out of whatever situation that they're going through?
The go-to message for them would be this. Ultimately, once you get to that point where they at smooth, the only thing that we can really do for them and say is this. They have to do the mindset shift. Until you shift your mindset, it ain't nothing in this world nobody can tell you to make you look at the situation different. So what these youngsters have to start learning how to do is shifting their mindset, because all they doing is making their reality worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we grew up hearing things like we ain't rich, money don't grow on trees, you know, or we ain't got it like that. So we felt like when we hear big numbers, or when people talk about big money, we instantly just step back, like we feel undeserving. Now, why do us as a people do that? Because we've been programmed to feel that way. So I honestly think that it all starts with the mindset of us teaching them that you just thinking that way, and you can change that, because I had to do that. You know, it's just all in their mind, bro. You know, they feel that type of way, and they let it sit on they heart for so long that it becomes a part of their personality. That's called trauma. So you have to go through a healing process, and a lot of people don't want to do that, but it has to be done. And once you heal, then you can try to work on the mindset shift. But that's what they have to do, honestly. Because if you honestly feel trapped, it ain't nothing nobody can do for you but you. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a hard ass or nothing like that, but ultimately that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna, like, okay, look at it like this, Smooth. I could have said this in the beginning. I'm just gonna say it now. If it's raining outside, you got two types of people. You got one person that's gonna complain about it raining, and you got another person that's gonna get an umbrella and keep pushing. 100. You got to shift your mindset. You can't. The rain ain't gonna stop. For real.
Oh, what would you do to speak? What would you say to that could speak to someone like I just described?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people will look at people's final state and not understand that everybody had to start somewhere,
Mhm.
right? The product that you see now had to start somewhere. And I think a lot of times, and I say this, I might have said this on the show before, but I have this saying that I say, the gift of comparison kills. And so if you always are comparing yourself to where somebody else is, it's gonna kill you. And so you have to be okay and comfortable in making change. Change is not easy. Doesn't just come overnight. Like, you have to be comfortable with changing, even if the others around you aren't willing to change. Sometimes when you feel like you need to shift, you can't be afraid to pivot. All of us have spent times not doing things because our friends didn't think it was cool, not making the change because the other people around us weren't changing. And we have to be careful about that, because that'll stifle the growth that we have, and that'll set us back, and that'll change the trajectory that we're on. And so you have to not be afraid to pivot. You have to not be afraid to change, and go after what you want, and seek after those things that you want, even if it's going to cost you something. Nobody has ever gotten anywhere. Every decision you make, it comes with a consequence, whether that's positive or negative. Every decision that you make comes with a consequence. And so it's up to you to decide to make the right decision to get the positive consequence, or make or the wrong decision to get the negative consequence. But every decision that you make, it comes with a consequence. Everything you do comes with a sacrifice somewhere. Freedom comes with sacrifice. And so whenever you think about having some freedom, it's going to come with some sacrifice, whether it's sacrificing time, whether it's sacrificing people, whether it's sacrificing money. Like, everything you do is going to come with a sacrifice. And I think the real important thing is success doesn't happen overnight.
Mhm.
It just doesn't. And I think a lot of times people want the success to happen overnight, especially the generations that's coming up now. They want success to be instant, and it's not instant. If you look at anything that's instant, if you look at what's in it, most of the stuff that's in it is not good for you. If you look at oatmeal, for instance, look at that instant oatmeal and look what's in it, and see what nutrition you're gonna get out of it. But if you go with the real thing, that means that's a plant that has to be grown. It has to be watered. It has to be fertilized. It has to be nurtured. That seed has to be sown. That thing has to grow up. It has to be harvested. And then it has to go through some sort of transition to get to a state where it can be edible for you, and where it can be nutritious for you. And so you have to go through that process in order to get good results. And so you just have to be willing to stand up and make the change. And so it's not easy, man. It's not. We all have things that we're struggling with. We all have goals that we want to reach, and so it's not easy. But don't compare your struggle to my struggle, and I won't compare mine to yours. But we can partner together to motivate each other, to be accountability partners for each other, even if we're not at the same place, even if we're not going in the same direction. We can still be accountability partners, and not walk it alone. We can have somebody to walk with and hold us accountable for where we're trying to go.
100.
I got to be honest, y'all. I still sometimes, you know what I'm saying, struggle with this.
Oh, shoot.
Hold on. Yeah, so when I was making my transition, man, like, one of the biggest things that I struggled with was letting go of people. That's one of the things that I because I'm a very loyal person to a fault. If I
Yeah.
love you, I love you to the end, to the casket drop.
Yeah.
If you go before I go, I'm gonna be at your funeral. You know what I'm saying? With your family, hugging your family and saying it's gonna be all right. And I'm hoping that you will do that same thing for me, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So then, you know, when I started transitioning, there go that camera again. When I started transitioning, I started noticing that, man, I can't take everybody with me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my goal as an artist, as a brother, as a friend, even as a family member, my goal used to be to try to make it, because I wanted to bring everybody with me. But it's
Yeah.
like the further that I got up the hill, more and more people, you start turning around, and more people weren't there anymore. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then once you do get to the top, you might still have some people that's around you, but their their goals don't align with your goals anymore. It
Mm.
may be did at a certain point in time, but now you've shifted your mind state, just like OG Nick was just saying, and they haven't switched their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, you gotta figure out a way to, like, hey, we can still love and respect the person, but that don't mean we have to like be around them, because being around them is stopping my growth, or it's stunning my growth. And that's what I struggled with for a long time, man. Because, like I said, I just be so loyal to my people and stuff, man. But I I've managed to, kind of start learning to love people from a distance. You can love people
Mm-hmm.
from a distance, and
Right.
then keep pushing at what you're doing, because if you were to if you are able to reach that, whatever your um idea of success is, you know what I'm saying, you at that, at that point, then that would be a good time for you to pivot and say, okay, I still love this person from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something, for this person, you know what I'm saying? And let them know that I still got that love for them and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? But on your way up, you had to kind of go down one road and let them go down, keep going down the other road. And that's tough for a lot of people, because you got peer pressure and stuff, especially
Yeah,
for younger people.
I think you have to remember that it's not personal, right? I think a lot of times we think it's personal, but it's not personal. Like,
Right.
it's not personal that my mind is shifting. It's not personal that I'm growing, right? It's just I'm maturing. And I think sometimes some people do get offended by that. They be like, man, you don't went to school, you think you're smart now, huh? You
Yep.
think you know everything now.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
it's not that I think that, man. It's not that I think that. I really don't, because I came back here just being one of the boys. I came back here just coming back to my community, coming back to my hood, and I'm just here existing. I'm here being the person that I was, and so it's not personal. And I think sometimes people see that reflection within themselves, and they started to see something in you that they see missing in themselves. And so it's like, I can't control that. I can't
Hmm.
control how you feel about yourself, and now you displaying that on me. And so I got to put a little distance between us, but that don't mean I don't stop communicating. That don't mean I don't stop, loving you from a distance. That don't mean I don't stop thinking about you. That just means that I change how I operate with you. That means I change how I, you know, move with you, because I see now that what I'm doing, it's not vibing with what you're doing. And that's totally fine. That's okay. And
Yep.
I'm not here
It's
to make you
fine.
feel comfortable about that, right? Because then that means I'm dimming my light. That means I'm diminishing the person that I've become. And so if
Mm-hmm.
you can't handle the person that I've become, then it's not personal. It's just like, this relationship has served its purpose, and
Come
it's
on now.
gotten me through what I've gone through, and it's got me to where I need to be. But now I have to move on. I don't forget, but I
Yeah.
have to move on, because this relationship is no longer beneficial to both of us. It's no longer making any of us better, right? Now
Yep.
it's becoming into this type of, saying comments as a joke, but it's really not a joke. It's really how you feel about me.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. I've had people
it's your
do me like
true
that.
feelings. Yeah, it's your true feelings. And
Hmm.
so it's like, okay, cool, cool. And you have to just be content with that, understanding that, hey, man, it's not personal. I'm just growing in a different direction. Our relationships wasn't meant to be our life,
Hmm.
even with
Man.
some of your family members, right? Even
Yep.
with some of your family members,
Yep.
you know?
Is it, do you, when it gets to that point, when the relationship gets to that point, do y'all think that it's better to tell the person, or just kind of, just slowly, kind of gradually fade out of the, situation and just love from a distance? Or should you just sit the person down and be like, yo, you going in this direction, I'm going in this direction. I love you. We homies, you know what I'm saying? But for right now, the time being, I gotta go right. You know what I'm saying? I know you going left. We've been going left together for a long time, but now I just everything in me is telling me go right. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not trying to come right.
Yeah.
But
It
don't
really
look at
depends
it
on the
like,
person.
Yeah.
okay.
Because if I know you're not gonna accept me being honest and real with you, I'm just gonna, bring the distance myself. But if I know you the type of person that'll hear me out and you got some type of heart and open mindedness about yourself, then I'm gonna come to you with the real deal brother talk. But in the end, I learned something through wisdom. It's like sometimes you have to just see the best in a person, and eventually that version of them will manifest. But the longer you beat yourself up about a person not changing, or hold yourself back because people around you not changing, it'll become your reality. So in so many words, what I'm saying is, even speak their life into existence, speak a better life into existence for them, because you see potential in them if they don't even see within themselves sometimes. So sometimes you have to go on, just kind of magically, not magically, but just realistically, just see that version of themselves, like hoping that one day they'll come around. Not even just hoping, because I didn't see this firsthand, that eventually one day that person that didn't change, when they do change, they're gonna come back to you and they're gonna let you know, like, man, I didn't really understand at first, but now I see. So sometimes you just gotta give a person their room and their space to grow. And also while you giving them their space, speak good into their life, because sometimes we get that cold shoulder and we start, y'all get where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm
You
saying? Yeah,
preaching. You preaching.
yeah,
That's real.
for sure. You just got to know your person, man. And like, really, like I said, that's what it all boils down to, because in the end, ultimately, we all have potential in ourselves that we don't see. So when a person don't see that potential, it ain't up to you to force it for them to see it. Just wish the best for them. I'm gonna say it like the old head say, just pray for them, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just pray for them. But if you don't pray, if praying ain't your thing or whatever, everybody ain't the same, then wish them the best. I can say it like that. Don't feel no type of way about y'all ain't seeing eye to eye right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy
Yep.
because I feel like, me personally, I feel like everything in life happened for a reason. And I want to share this with y'all because I've been kind of going through something like with my homies. And it's crazy because this morning, me and my girl was having a conversation about this. She was just kind of telling me the same thing. Like, just everybody not the same. Some people are just your friends, some people business partners. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And she made me really look at it different. So, it's kind of crazy how all of this is in alignment. This conversation, what we had today, me and her, like, I know it's all meant to be, and it's just a divine moment for me to learn and grow. And I appreciate all the wisdom that y'all shared on this episode tonight, because I'm not just here for the likes and views. I'm here to actually build with y'all, grow with y'all, and listen to y'all. And I'm gonna take heed to everything that y'all said tonight, because I know it's gonna take my life to the next level.
You can tell, man. You can tell. Camera.
They hate.
The devil don't want this word getting out tonight, man. The devil don't want this
Smooth.
word getting out tonight, man. We gonna have to stomp on that fool.
You going incognito on us. You a ventriloquist, we just can hear you.
My new name, Black Knight. But you can tell, man, the difference between a man who has a strong woman beside him and with him versus, a man who doesn't have that kind of foundation or that kind of person that kind of woman to pour into them. I like what you just said. You know what I'm saying? How you had the conversation, with your lady, and you take, some consideration in what she says, and you know what I'm saying. That's why the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing, because her knowledge mixed with your knowledge make y'all full. when you're you know what I'm saying, separate, you know what I'm saying, that's where you're single, you know what I'm saying. So I guess, you know, you can be, I guess you can get a single blessing, and then that person can get a single blessing. But
Yeah.
I saw Charleston White said something. That boy be saying he some of the stuff he be saying be real, but then that boy will go left on you real quick. You like, you was just talking some sense. Now you I can't rock with you no more. You
Come
know.
on now.
But
That's
yeah,
him.
but he said that God blesses you more, you know what I'm saying? God can only bless you together when you got a wife, when you married. He's like, marriage is where God can bless both of y'all at the same time.
Exactly.
When you're not married, he can bless her individually and he can bless you individually. But that blessing that come when y'all together and then y'all become married and become one under God, those blessings are in abundance, like, and that comes with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you know what I'm saying, and everything else in between, you know, kids, finances, you know, a roof over your head. He can really bless that covenant. So I like, you know, what you just said, you know what I'm saying? You got a strong woman beside you, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I remember when we were younger, you know, dudes we used to be like, that dude sprung, you know what I'm saying? He don't hang out no more, man. He don't come to the club no more, man. What's wrong with that fool, man? Oh, man. He sprung, man. He over there, man. He up under that girl, man. Yep. But, you know, these days, and, you know, when you look at the place where we are right now, that's one of the best things that I like about, you know, all three of us on here is that each of us have a strong woman
Right.
with
You
us
need it.
who speaks into us, and you can tell just by the conversation that we're having. You know what I'm saying? You got three young black successful men on a podcast right now, and we're all listening to each other. We're letting each other speak. Nobody trying to talk over each other.
Mhm.
You know, nobody's disrespecting each other. Ain't no drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
God is good, man, and
he is.
that woman is a strong piece, man. Who the strongest piece on the chessboard? What's the strongest piece on the chessboard?
Mm-hmm.
The queen, you know that. The
Yep.
queen.
Gotta protect it at all costs.
They understand one day.
They'll understand one day once they get out the club, once they leave the club. You gotta get out the club first. And a lot of times, the wives don't be at the clubs. A lot of times, you might get super lucky and find a wife in the club. But
Yeah. He said super lucky. You right when you said super lucky.
She just happened to just be in town, and just one of her cousins drug her in there for the night, but she normally don't come to the club. That's the wife right there. She there, but she don't, you know, go. But anyway, yo, this has been a dope episode. I don't want it to end, man. This could go. I could keep talking. We're gonna have to have a what do you call it? A version, this overnight version of the Memphis Joke Show. Where we just hang out. What they be doing? The marathon.
Marathon, man.
Sanat and all them be doing the marathon. We got to start doing it like that, where we all just stay up all night on 24 hours on this junk.
You heard me. Get some coffee. Get your coffee.
Right.
Yep. Because this conversation is getting doper and doper. But I know we got to go. OG Nick, man, you welcome to come back on any time, bro. Anytime. So let's definitely, would you be down to do a part 2 of this where we just pick up where we left off and then just keep on going? Because you can't fit everything into an hour. You just can't. There's just so much to life, and there's just so many things that we can talk about. And like your journey is like your journey. So you can tell us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, got his own journey. He can pour into us. You know, I can do my best to pour into y'all and the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We need the viewers, man, to you know, start participating a little more. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to George G. Peasy. He said, He said, we made it that way. Some just don't know it. I think he's talking about when we were saying, you know, how a lot of people don't get along and they be, you know, spreading more hate than love.
Yeah.
We got G Mungie. He said, what's up, Memphis Jelks? What up, G Mungie? Clyde Ward Jr., that's Cuz. What's up, Cuzzo? Down in Florida. Where the good weather at?
Mm-hmm.
We got the White Jelks. He said, for sure. So, man, we just thank everybody, man, for tuning in tonight. And I hope y'all got a message out of this, man. I hope y'all can take something that we said. I hope it hit home with y'all, spark some motivation in y'all, and just, you know, get you closer to your goals. Because that's what this show is about, man. It's about highlighting people who are really making a change and really doing things in the community, really doing things within themselves, or just really just like business minded, or, you know, extraordinary people who need a spotlight. And, you know, the mainstream media don't want to give us these kind of spotlights. So we're going to make our own. We making our own mainstream spotlight.
Yeah.
Yep. They want us to hear the drill, kill, steal, rob, shoot, strip, blow some money in the cliz up, all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll be the number one show if we kept drama up on here. Oh.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real though. And that's really sad.
Everything's happening the way it's supposed to happen on God's time. G Peasy, man, we got to get you on the show if you're still watching G Peasy, man, because G Peasy got some knowledge too that he needs to put out, man, that people need to hear. And you just never know who it might help. If we help one person, we done did our job. One person.
Come on now.
Yep. So this is the last part of the show. Any final thoughts? It's time to say them now. We normally start with the artist. You can tell them, you know, where they can follow you at, how they can, you know, reach you. If you want to shout anybody out, just your final thoughts on tonight's episode.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody who viewed the show. Shout out Memphis Jelks. Man, shout out O. It's a pleasure to meet you. Y'all can follow me on all platforms at OG Magnic. And when you spell the Mac, make sure you spell it with 2 C's. Don't get me mixed up. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to the whole city of Memphis, you know, for supporting my movement, for ever staying positive. I appreciate y'all, man, for real, wholeheartedly.
Man, I believe we said it all tonight, man. But man, appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. Likewise, man. It was great meeting you, man. Great hearing your story. You know, the only thing I got tonight, Jelks, is, you know, don't be afraid to pivot. Change is inevitable.
That's real. That's real. And if my camera don't cut off, I want to just say, man, thank you to OG Nick, man, once again for taking the time out to come hang with us, man. You didn't have to do this, and we just appreciate you taking out the time because, you know, there's just so many other things that you could be doing. You got the Forever Staying Positive movement. You know what I'm saying? You're recording new songs. You got the baking business with you and your wife. You have merchandise. Man, it's being an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, is hard work, you know what I'm saying, but it pays off at the end because you work for yourself and not for the man. Free up time, man, so you can have more time to spend with the people that you love and the people who pour into you.
Right.
And you'll be able to pour into them as well. So much love to everybody, man. Thanks everybody for watching tonight's show, man. OG Nick, man, there's so much more that I want to talk about. So we got to do a part 2. Much love. Stay in touch, and we're gonna make that YM song. That's one idea. Let's make more songs than one though. But that's one idea that I want us to do. Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Encourage the YMs, the young men, to be men.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. All right. Much love to everybody, man. We'll talk to y'all later, man. The Memphis Jelks Show. We out.
Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come on.